Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
He'll air one out for Higgins. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
A gain of 64 yards.
QB will survey the defense on 1st and 10. Burrow now. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down. 1st and goal.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Play action now. It's Burrow. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense, and they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Throwing is Burrow. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they think about what they want to do here on 4th and goal. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And this is on. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Wester now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
There's a give. Heading right, it's Henry. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Inside the 20. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Burrow. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. To the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 77 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point.
Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Ravens 13.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Wester now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. On the run to the right. He's going to tuck it and go. And that's a good positive run. Give him 6 on that 1st down scramble.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
23 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run it with Henry.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
2nd down. Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Momentum building here on this drive. They go again, 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Demetrius Knight. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
They're going to go right back to Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson now. Hit as he throws. That one will fall to the turf. And it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop. And it sets up 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses.
And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
The Ravens will
Jackson going to try to do it himself. And he is not able to get to the goal line, so they stop him and not bump the lead up to 3. It remains a 1-point game. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Burrow. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. To throw is Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Bengal 1st down.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked by Malachi Starks.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll get this up to the 20. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. He'll step up and run. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. He's got it!
Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens.
On is Luke to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens are going to open up the lead to 8.
Bengals 18.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Jones now on the return. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this 1st half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. He'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw, Jackson. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
A loss of 5
So
on the
backed
play.
up after the
It's
sack,
3rd
and
15.
now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there.
For Baltimore.
Charlie Jones, deep to return. Taken at the 19. And a very solid return as they're able to bring him down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action for Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Jamar Chase. 2nd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
He's going to try it here again. That is hard.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are at all time here in the 3rd quarter. So back to level after the touchdown and time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Into space. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will go up by 7.
Makes the score. Ravens 33. Bengals 26.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Big start to this drive with a gain of 26.
First down, Cincinnati.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Andre Yosivas was the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. 11, 180.
Burrow to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
Big third. Close.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
They'll pitch it out here to Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. Had the long touchdown run on the last drive. This time, stopped for no gain.
2nd and 10.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Throwing Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
25-yard line.
Higgins sent in motion. On 1st down, Burrow. Pushed out to his left. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they come to the line, 2nd down. They need 14 yards.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
1st down, Bengals.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It's a turnover.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On On the handoff, it's Henry. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Derrick Henry, touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
That's his second touchdown tonight. On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
40, Bengals 26.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return, and they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Throwing is Burrow. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
36 yards. And the Bengal first down.
Burrow. That one finds Chase. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Jamar Chase.
All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. Hit as he threw it, and the pass is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Andre Yosibov. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he takes it back all the way. How about a pick 2 if you prefer? The play backfires for the offense in a big way.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Whoa! Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, like you have to imagine, There's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On third down, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Ravens bring their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. They'll come up for first and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow now. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. We've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. Now, Burrow. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
That one intercepted in the end zone. Picked by Malachi Starks.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right with this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. He's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Second and 7. Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers. They're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's first down.
11. Here we go.
Here we go. One final play. This one deep downfield for Chase. And the Ravens are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference.
Say hello to the Lord. Lord with my sincerest regards. Why the rising and tide of troubled waters we cross into the fire and frost when the desire is lost? Is it survivor's remorse that raised higher the course? During the year of the horse, I had so much to resolve, it hung me over. I was fearing the hair of the dog. They keep my homie. I was there when they carried him off. When we buried him, we wrapped him in Nigerian cloth. They told a story about him having a malaria cough. They tried to say he had a that was clearly a torch. I hold the fury so they fear me, but it nearly was washed. Expecting me to be forgiven like it really was squashed. But I have seen so much that I can never be hushed. I've been the bearer of a burden that is heavy as I'm pure legacy, incredibly, I'll never be touched. It ain't nowhere to go from here but up. While we were all in denial, and seeing the murderer smile as he was brought in the trial. I watched the vultures circle the weight in the fall of a child, and canines devoured alive, the call of the wild. I couldn't accept the charge for the call of the void, or for progress destroyed over Darwin and Freud. Survival totally could depend on the toss of a coin or a pawn. Which organization allows you to join? I live on the borderline like a dishwater blind, or like Malcolm shooting up the head to the autobahn. I caught a vibe, I would have taken it as some sort of sign, or I'm more aligned, but I was running so short of time, and I have felt so much that I am numb to the touch. When their assumptions make it hard for me to function as
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, a good one on Thursday night primetime. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. Off we go here in Baltimore. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack, but there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A fake to Walker, and now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to